Hey, what's up, you guys? I finally got all 3 of my copies of Stray Kids' newest comeback. I feel like even though I pre-ordered these way early, I still didn't get them until late compared to other people, but that's alright. So I guess let's start with the limited version. So I am very excited to have this. Like, honestly, I never thought I was gonna, like, start ordering all versions of albums, but BTS and Stray Kids broke that. So here's the front, the side, and the back. I don't know if the cover underneath this is the same. It is not, so take the slip off and let you see what's inside. Fascinating. So, and here's the front without the sleeve on, the side, and the back. So let's get into this. I do like the color scheme. It is black and yellow, but I think they complement. Okay, let's see who we got in here. It's Chan. So that's off to a good start. Have some variety. I don't think I ever got his, that always makes me nervous. I don't think I ever got his page before, but now I do. We'll save those for the end. That was my fault, my bad, I forgot. I always forget. So here's a group picture. Honestly, I think, once again, they kind of killed it with the styling for this comeback. So honestly, Side Effects is one of my favorite songs they've done, even though it's really different from what they've done before, but I do like it. I like the album as a whole. I also just like Stray Kids, so I mean, there is that bias towards it, I suppose. As usual, their albums are pretty big. It's about the same size as the Muro albums, I believe. The picture quality is great. The page quality is also some of my favorites, and he is stuck in the crack. Some of my favorites because JYP usually is really good with just sticking to matte pages, and I love that because matte pages don't carry fingerprints. Hyunjin is just not fair, like on this Chan. Which, if you guys haven't realized by now, he is like my biggest bias wrecker. I'm like in a fight to not collect him. But honestly, honestly, if I didn't collect as many groups as I did, I might have collected like my top 4 in Stray Kids, but money is a thing. Like the color blue. Is it blue? It's reading more as purple on camera, but it's blue. I need to remember to start taking extras out. Like, I'm so bad at that. Also, did anyone think that IN kind of just like popped off this era? Like, he's not my bias, but during the music video, I kept looking at him and I was just like, I wish puberty could have done me that nice, but it didn't. But you know. Hyunjin looking like a model as usual. Felix. Ooh, that is kind of like makes you think of like an art piece. Just how they did the, I guess different colors for the K, but how they had it all striped. So here is their thanks to, I think, or is this just Chan's thanks to? I think it's just Chan's thanks to. Okay, there you go. So this is their thanks to section, which it's really interesting how they did this, like how they set it up. But then again, since Side Effects was basically kind of, I think, was hinting that they were like taking medicine or something. I'll use the term medicine lightly. and the side effects from that medicine. Gino. Gin. Ooh, it's also not an unboxing if I don't hit my camera. And Gin. Felix is kind of serving like Baby Chris vibes. Maybe that's just me. But he like really is. In the photo shoot. Once again, maybe that's just me. So I think these are the lyrics. Yes, so here are the lyrics. It looks like 3 Racha did a lot of work on this album. The mixtapes, the map for Yellowwood, and their big thanks to as a whole group, and the JYP staff. And then let's look at the CD plate. So here we have it. It's kind of, oh, so this is like kind of embedded into it. I think that's upside down too. There we go, Yellowwood. Sometimes they do put it in upside down, so what I am going to do is I'm going to reveal the extras for each album so I don't forget. So we'll start with the photo cards. So I'm gonna cover up as best as I can the QR code. So this looks like it's a Changbin card. So here he is. I honestly don't know like all the versions yet, to be honest. They all have like a QR code on the back though. So here's this one, and that's Jongin. And then the last one has a yellow background, and it's a Hunjin card, which this is the one that you all saw before. So here he is, the yellow border card. I know that much, it's a yellow border. And then the limited comes with a sticker sheet. So let's get this out of here so that we can look at it. So here's the sticker sheet I got. I don't know if the sticker sheets are all the same or not. And then I also got cards in the pack. So I assume these are the unit cards. So here's one. I honestly don't know if you are only supposed to get 1 unit card or more than one. But I got 3. So I do have to look into that and look that up. Yeah, I honestly don't know. So that's everything from the limited album. Move that to the side. The pre-order stuff, I'm going to reveal it at the end. I do have it. I will reveal it at the end. So here is, don't know what this version is called, one of the normal versions. And it has like a very, like these certain like little spots with the members' faces and eyes. Has like a sandpaper type feel to it, which I think that's pretty cool. So here is the front, the side, and the back. So maybe let's do it this way so I can show you the CD plate first. It's black and just says Yellowwood on it. So I think one of my biggest problems is, first you see the CD imprint on the albums, but like I'm used to it now. But when you go to put it into the like sleeve or pocket they gave you for the CDs, sometimes they rip if you're not careful, and that stresses me out so much. So let's begin, and let's see. Oh, it's not a Stray Kids unboxing unless I have a Lino member page. I feel like if you've been here for a while, you'll know I literally have a page for him for every album I've gotten from him so far. So it's good. Let's see what this concept is. I'm hoping it'll be different. I think it will be different because JYP is usually pretty good at that, or they use different pictures at least. So this is like, you get a lot more close-ups. Like one full page is just a close-up of them basically, which is really nice. Hyunjin, like, stop it. Jisung. So I know right now it's kind of funny. My friends are kind of making fun of me for it because I was talking about them a little bit the other night, and I ended up referring to now as like selling and buying and trading Stray Kids cards on Chipmunk season because Jisung is my bias and he has his like really puffy cheeks. And I've also noticed it's kind of hard to trade for Jisung a bit. Like, I don't know if that's just me being incapable of trade. I feel the photo cards. Me being incapable of trading for him or anything, but it's a mood. I like this group shot. So yeah, I call it Chipmunk season when I know people are like actively trading for Stray Kids because I'm like on a hunt for Jisung's photo cards. So the one thing I always do love about JYP, other than there's a ton of content you get for their albums, you always get a very thick photo book, which I do really like because I just like to sit through. I don't know if other people do. I like to take my albums off the shelf every once in a while and flip through them again. So they reused this from the limited album. So it looks like they actually reused their thanks to pages set up, which I think this is the first time that for Stray Kids that JYP's done that I can think of. So I guess we'll have to see in the yellow version, which I don't think that's the actual name of it. I'm just calling it the yellow version because the cover is yellow. If the setup for them is the same, because that would be a little bit sad because JYP usually doesn't do that, and literally Felix is still serving Little Chris vibes. So I'm kind of curious to see, maybe it was because it was, I don't know though, because they did a whole music video, so wouldn't they have more shots than what they're putting in? For, I was saying maybe because it was a special album, they didn't feel the need to switch that, but they hadn't done that before, so I don't know. I'm also not in JYP, so like I can't make the decisions, but you know. Okay, so let's start with the photo cards for this album. So it's another Hyunjin. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it, and it's a dupe. Oh boy. So then here's this one, and ooh, it says Han on the back, so I got the chipmunk. I got one of his cards. I don't know if this is considered his inside or outside version. I actually have to look that up, but I'm happy that I got one of his cards. And then, I don't know who this will be. Ian, which honestly, he kind of wrecked me this era too, so like I feel like I'm kind of in trouble for Stray Kids. Oh, so just a note, if you collect Stray Kids, some of them do come with like this dent on here. I'm not a fan of it, but it's literally from how they put them in the album and how the album itself, how the album itself, like you get card press pages or something. I don't exactly know what it's called, but just so you know, some of them do come that way. It's not the person who unboxed it's fault, it's just literally how it came. So these also have the feeling of like sandpaper. I think I like the aesthetic of the yellow cover better than the black cover already. Here's the back, and then we'll go here to see the disc. So this one is yellow. Right, so then let's get into the photo book here. And see, and it's Hyunjin, which I feel like I always end up getting like the top 3 or top 4 in my bias list. But like Jisung, I rarely get his pages. I have his for the limited Miro. Okay. So already they did switch this one up a bit, which is nice because I was kind of worried, honestly. So these are different pictures. So The yellow version is different than the black version and the limited version. The limited version and the black version are kind of similar. Like, obviously, I remembered, like, obviously, the pictures and the concepts are almost going to be the same because they're just using from one photo shoot, but the setup is different. Like this one, they actually list the members that are in the shot, their names here. So, just food for thought, because I know that not every person who stands them or considers themselves a stay is going to be able to afford all three versions, which honestly there are times when I'm like, do I really need all three versions? And then because I just have such a hard time trading, I'm like, yes I do, because I need the extra photo cards to possibly get Jisung stuff. So that's why I honestly get it. Like, I always have Stray Kids photo cards left over from each era. I don't even have a full Jisung set yet. No, wait, I have his mixtape set, I think. I have to look through that. So this is new, like how they set this up. I like it. Literally, he looks so much like Chris in that. Like, I can't stop thinking of Chris from EXO, or formerly from EXO, now that he's a soloist. But I think this might be, okay. So their thanks to, they just use the same pictures. So I'm not really going to get into that. Okay. So let's get into the photo cards from this version, which it also comes with 3. So here we go. And it says Changmin, and oh no, that is another duplicate. Here's black, and it's Sungmin, I think. Pretty sure it is him. As you can see, he also came with like a bit of a card press on it. And then the last one is, oh no, I have a feeling, wow, okay. JYP, okay. So, it's the first time that I have pulled 3 dupes of the same card in all 3 versions of a Stray Kids album, or maybe like all 3 versions of an album itself. I'm gonna try to get all of them into the shot, so I'm probably just gonna have to do this real quick. Okay, I'm trying, guys. It's kind of a hard spread. And then the unit cards and the stickers. I don't think I have enough room for all of this. Okay, we're working on it. We're working with that. And then, oh, okay. It's like a workout trying to unbox all of these. Okay, here we go. So then you also get, for every album you order for pre-orders, you get a pre-order postcard and a yellow wood card. So let's open them up and see who we got. Okay. So we'll reveal, okay. So this is Changmin's card. And Changbin's, I think this is Changbin's postcard. Right? Here's the next one. I always feel like I'm batting 1,000 on these, and by 1,000 I mean I'm not batting 1,000 at all. Okay. There's Felix. Oh boy. Who'd we get? Hinayan. I bet I didn't get Jisung. Like, I just bet. Like, I feel this. The bias curse is real. Like, I don't think I got him. I think I was lucky that I ended up getting one of his photo cards, but I don't think. Okay. Sungmin? Yep, there's Sungmin. So I didn't get Jisung for his yellow wood cards. And then Hyunjin. Okay, so I got one Jisung card, which, that's good. I got 1 out of 3 albums, which have 3 Hyunjin duplicates and 2 Changmin duplicates. Hopefully. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to really work hard on trading this era to try to get his set done. thank you guys so much for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed this unboxing of Stray Kids Sele 2 Yellowwood, their special edition album. And hopefully, if you were looking at which one to buy and you didn't know, now you were able to pick which one you wanted. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I do hope you enjoyed.